Survive Winter Storm's Essential Grid Down Checklist. I'm here to help you navigate through the challenges that winter storms can bring. I hope you're staying warm and cozy out there. Winter is a beautiful season, but it can also be quite harsh if we're not prepared. Winter's a time for family and reflection, but it can also bring some powerful storms our way. These storms can disrupt our daily lives and even pose serious risks if we're not ready. We've got to be ready, especially if those storms knock out the power grid. Losing power in the middle of a winter storm can be more than just an inconvenience. It can be dangerous. That's why I wanted to share my essential grid down checklist, so you can be prepared for anything. This checklist covers everything from food and water to heating and communication. We're going to go through each step together, making sure you've got all the bases covered. From stocking up on non-perishable foods to ensuring you have a reliable heat source, we'll cover it all. Preparation brings peace of mind. When you know you're ready for whatever comes your way, you can focus on enjoying the season. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the basics. You'll need enough food and water to last at least a week. Think about items that don't require refrigeration or cooking, like canned goods and bottled water. Next, consider your heating options. If the power goes out, you'll need a way to stay warm. This could be a wood stove, a propane heater, or even extra blankets and warm clothing. Don't forget about communication. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio can keep you informed about weather updates and emergency instructions. Make sure you have extra batteries on hand. Finally, think about your medical needs. Have a first aid kit ready, along with any prescription medications you might need. It's also a good idea to have some basic over-the-counter medications on hand. With these preparations in place, you'll be ready to face any winter storm with confidence. Stay safe, stay warm, and let's get through this winter together. The very first thing on our checklist, and I can't stress this enough, is water. When the grid goes down, you lose access to your well pump or city water supply. That's why it's crucial to fill every bathtub, sink, and pot in your house with clean water. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Think about it, you need water for drinking, cooking, and even basic hygiene. A good rule of thumb is to have at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. But remember, it's always better to have too much than not enough. So, fill those containers to the brim. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into why water is so essential. Imagine a scenario where you can't just turn on the tap and get fresh water. It's a daunting thought, isn't it? Water is the cornerstone of survival. Without it, our bodies can't function properly. Dehydration can set in quickly, leading to severe health issues. Beyond drinking, water is indispensable for cooking. You need it to boil pasta, make soups, and even to rehydrate certain foods. And let's not forget about hygiene. Washing your hands, brushing your teeth, and even a quick sponge bath can make a world of difference in maintaining your health and morale during tough times. So, how do you ensure you have enough water? Start by calculating your household's daily water needs. Remember, 1 gallon per person per day is the minimum. If you have pets, don't forget to include their needs too. Once you have an estimate, start filling up every available container. Label them with the date so you can keep track of freshness. Rotate your water supply regularly to ensure it's always safe to use. And here's a pro tip: consider investing in water purification methods. Whether it's purification tablets, filters, or even boiling, having a way to purify water can be a lifesaver. In an emergency, you might need to source water from less than ideal places, and purification ensures it's safe to consume. In conclusion, water is the most important resource you can have in an emergency. By taking the time to prepare now, you're ensuring the safety and well-being of yourself and your loved ones, so don't wait. Start filling those containers today and rest easy knowing you're prepared for whatever comes your way. Now let's talk about staying warm. When the power's out and the wind's howling outside, you need a reliable heat source. My go-to is a good old-fashioned indoor-rated propane heater. But remember, safety first. Always use propane heaters in a well-ventilated area to avoid carbon monoxide buildup. Crack a window, folks, and make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector on hand, and never ever leave a propane heater unattended. Another option is a wood-burning stove if you have one. Just make sure your chimney's clean and you have a good supply of dry wood. Next up, keeping that precious heat inside. Drafts can sneak in through the tiniest cracks and crevices, so we need to seal them up tight. Grab some old towels, blankets, or even duct tape, whatever you have on hand, and start plugging those drafts. Pay special attention to windows and doors, especially those facing north. You can use weather stripping or even rolled-up towels to create a barrier against the cold air. Every little bit helps when it comes to conserving heat. Now, staying warm from the inside out. When the temperature drops, layering is your best friend. Think of it like building a human insulation system. Start with a base layer of thermal underwear, then add a warm sweater or fleece jacket. Top it off with a hat, gloves, and thick socks. It's easier to stay warm than to get warm, so bundle up before you start feeling chilly. And don't forget about the little ones. Make sure everyone in the family is layered up and ready to brave the cold. This next tip could save you a lot of headaches and costly repairs, protecting your pipes from freezing. If you know a hard freeze is coming, it's a good idea to shut off the water supply to your house. This will prevent water from freezing inside your pipes and potentially causing them to burst. Once you've shut off the main valve, open up your faucets, both hot and cold, to drain any remaining water in the pipes. A little prevention now can save you a world of trouble later. Creating a warm zone in your home. This will be your family's sanctuary from the cold, a place where you can gather together and stay warm and comfortable. Choose a room that's centrally located and relatively small, as it will be easier to heat. You can use blankets, sleeping bags, and even pillows to insulate the windows and doors, trapping that precious heat inside. Make it cozy, folks. Lay down some extra blankets, grab some books, and prepare to weather the storm in comfort. Emergency supplies. Be ready for anything. Being prepared for any situation is crucial, whether it's a natural disaster, a power outage, or any other unexpected event. When the grid goes down, you need to be prepared to be self-sufficient for at least 72 hours, if not longer. This means having enough supplies to sustain you and your family without relying on external help. Gather your essential supplies and put them in an easily accessible location. This way, you can quickly grab what you need without wasting precious time during an emergency. This includes things like flashlights, extra batteries, a hand crank weather radio, and other items that can help you stay informed and safe. Canned food and bottled water are essential to keep you nourished and hydrated. A first aid kit is crucial for treating any injuries, and don't forget any necessary medications you or your family members may need. If you have infants or young children, make sure you have diapers, formula, and other essential supplies on hand. Their needs are unique and must be met even during an emergency. Having these items ready ensures that you can take care of your little ones without added stress. Remember, it's always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Having extra supplies can make a significant difference in your comfort and safety during an emergency. Regularly check and update your emergency supplies to ensure everything is in working order and nothing has expired. This proactive approach can save you from potential problems when an emergency actually occurs. In addition to gathering supplies, it's important to have a family emergency plan. Discuss and practice this plan with all family members so everyone knows what to do and where to go in case of an emergency. Keep an emergency contact list and important documents in a safe, easily accessible place. This includes identification, insurance papers, and any other critical information you might need. By taking these steps, you can ensure that you and your loved ones are ready for anything. Preparedness is not just about having supplies, it's about having a plan and the knowledge to use those supplies effectively. Finally, consider your community. Working together with neighbors and local organizations can enhance your preparedness and provide additional support during emergencies. Being ready for anything gives you peace of mind and the confidence to face whatever comes your way. Stay prepared, stay safe, and be ready for anything. Generator power, keeping the lights on. If you have a generator, now's the time to make sure it's fueled up and ready to go. Before you start it up, double check for any leaks and make sure it's in good working order. Remember, safety first. Never operate a generator indoors or in an enclosed space. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully and make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector nearby. A generator can be a lifesaver during a power outage, but it's important to use it safely and responsibly. Charge up powering your devices. In today's world, we rely on our electronic devices for so much. That's why it's crucial to make sure they're fully charged before a storm hits. Gather all your phones, laptops, tablets, and any other essential devices and plug them in. If you have portable power banks, make sure those are fully charged as well. These can be lifesavers for keeping your devices powered up when the grid is down. Communication is key during an emergency, so keep those devices charged and ready to go. Double-check essentials, safety first. We're almost through our checklist. Now it's time to double-check those essential safety items. Make sure your fire extinguisher is easily accessible and that everyone in your household knows how to use it. Check your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors to ensure they're in good working order and have fresh batteries. And don't forget about your furry friends. Make sure you have enough food, water, and any necessary medications for your pets. Preparation is key to staying safe and comfortable during a winter storm. You can get this checklist for free by heading over to the website, plugging in your email, and we'll send it right to you. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with one person who needs it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button to get notifications. May the Lord bless and keep you all. For now, it's Patriot Nurse signing off. See y'all later. Bye.